guys, it's Mr. Cal17 here, and today we're going to be doing our first tutorial on making a Minecraft plugin. So what we're going to want to do first off is move our cursor over to File. You can't see it because I have something in the way, but File will be right in this area. Oh, I forgot to say, if you haven't already, download Eclipse and set up an environment. I will leave a tutorial to that in the description. So we're going to want to hit File, New, Java Project. And we're going to name this, let's say, New Tut for tutorial. And they're going to hit, just enter for finish. And now what we're going to want to do is, you're going to want to right click on your folder that you just created. Go to New, Class, and we're going to be naming this Main Class. We can make a package, but you don't really need to. And then you're going to want to check this. When we're actually making a plugin, you're not going to want to check this, but for now, we'll just keep this here because it's needed. And then we're going to hit finish. And then you can just take out this comment, and then we can start. So first, I just want to say, this is a tutorial for beginners. If you've already been familiarized, if you've already known about how to do integers or other variables, please move on to the next tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to start off by typing in int. What int means, as you can see it's highlighted purple, it means that we're going to be defining something as an integer. An integer is any whole number. So let's start off by making what we're actually going to define. So in this next slot, where we're going to be typing, we're going to put the word that we want to define as an integer. So I'm going to put new int. And then equals. The equal sign is just showing that we're now going to show what we're going to equal as. And then we'll make it 1. So now it's going to be highlighted yellow because the variable isn't being called anywhere, so the program thinks it's useless. So we're just going to type in SYSOUT and then hit Control and space. And that's going to automatically generate this line for you. It's a basic system out. And let's just continue. So, don't want to put quotes. In here, we're going to be writing new int. We're doing this because we want it to print out the variable we just created. So let's run our code. Oh, before we do that, let's go over our actual line that we just wrote. Just again. Int is saying that we're going to make this an integer. New int is the word that we're actually using to define. And this number over here is the number that we are defining it as. This couldn't be something along the lines of a decimal because it's not an integer. An integer, as I said before, is a whole number. So we just leave that as 2, and then we run it, and we get 2. Let's go over another type. As I said before, we couldn't write decimals in an int. But what we could write is a double. A double will let us write a decimal. So let's make this our new double equals, and then we can put 2.1 here. We can make this any kind of decimal that we want. Let's put a 3.6, sorry. Anything. And then we're going to do the same exact thing, SYSOUT, Control space, and then we'll put in new double. And then we run it, and we get out a 3.6. The next kind of variable that we're going to go over is a string, or rather, a char. What we're going to write is char, and then we're going to put whatever we want it to be defined as. Let's say new char. And this will be equivalent to, now we're going to have to incorporate apostrophes or strings. Inside of these strings, we're going to be putting our letter. And then we have to finish it off with a semicolon. And then we can do our sysout statement, saying that we want to print out new char. In this new char. In this new char that we've created, we cannot put strings of text. We can't put something along the lines of hello world, because that's not a character, that's just a string. So we put the E, and then when we run it, we receive an E. Let's move on to strings. You'll notice something different. When you type in string, you don't receive a blue highlight. But it will still work. So, we're going to write this as our new string. And that will be equivalent to, again, we're going to put those apostrophes, and we're going to write a string of text, anything that we want. For the purposes of just the hello world thing, we're going to be putting hello world, and then our semicolon. Here, it's giving me an error. Invalid character constant. Oh, sorry, I'm stupid. You need to put apostrophes here. Hello world. That's the issue. You have to put the strings for. They have to put the apostrophes for characters and then apostrophes for the actual string. So over here, now we're getting another yellow highlight. So we just want to use our sysout statement and write in here new string. And then we'll see our output as hello world. That's our first basic tutorial for writing a Minecraft plugin. That was just variables. But these variables and information will be needed to know how to write your first Minecraft plugin. Thank you. I hope you learned. If you have an issue, please write it in the comments. I will reply and help you if I can. Thank you, and goodbye.